thought I'd get up here this morning because it's forecast for rain this afternoon, and I've been busy. And you see, I've now put the wire strands, 3 wire strands across all the posts, and it's all ready now for the chicken wire to be put into place. And what we've got here, I thought might as well utilise one of my old gates, and all I've got is a, hang on, it's a bit hard to do this, right, just got a sliding mechanism, folks. So if you look there, so it's just a matter of putting the gate between the 2 posts, and then I've just got a loop that goes over there, and that's it. So that would mean that that would be totally enclosed then once I get that wired up. So if any rabbits and that come in from that corner of Graham's plot, once I've done the bit around the back of this netted area, then I should be safe. And of course, if I get any hens, then it also makes it easier having this fenced off, because then I could I've got my plot pretty well little bits fenced off anyway, so I can always add a few more bits, you know, just to give them a little bit more of an area to wander around. Although probably what I'd do, I think it's more of a case if they start wandering, if they get out, you know, they more than likely will stay in this area. But what I might do, I could possibly at some point, is put a gate across from here over the path here, and that would give me this whole area all the way around the shed in here where they could roam around. Only while I'm here, mind you, but we'll see how it goes. For now, if I get them, they're going to go, the run's going to go in that far side of the tunnel over there, and then they'll stay in that run unless I want them running around here. I'm thinking about covering it. Well, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, folks. I'd like to have wood chippings down, get rid of the grass. As I've said before, it's a bit of a pain having to bring the mower up in the car. It's quite heavy. It kind of puts a bit of strain on your back. I've not got any ramps to take it down. So we'll have to see. But I don't see any point. You can see how muddy it's been getting with all the rain we've had this winter. I might as well do something about it now. If I do go for this run and that, get it all into place, and then get this all wood chipped, or I don't know, whatever. As I say, if the hens come out, they're not going to be out there all the time. It's just going to be when I'm around. So what I suppose I could do with some advice, do I put the black weed fabric under here when I wood chip it, or do I just put the wood chips down? I'll leave that to you to decide. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll be back in a bit. Good morning, folks. I've just realised I've not actually filmed my potatoes this year, my chitting potatoes. So here we are, folks. We have got them all here in the conservatory. You can see they're all growing nicely. They've been in here now for 2-3 weeks. They're all chitting away really well. And we've got a couple of potatoes here because my father and I are sorry, I'm just reading what it says on there. We're doing an allotment competition. We've got both a potato here, and that's Judy, that's my dad's, that's mine. And we've got to see the most amount of potatoes we can get from that single potato, and we've all entered it. You know, you pay your 50p or whatever it was each, and then we see what happens. I think the date for that particular one is we by the way, we pick a potato out of the bag, and they're all the same variety, and now what, rooster I think they said, and so yeah, so Dad and I are having a go at that competition this year. Now over here you can see that I've got some Picasso, and so we've got a dozen of those. I've left the packaging so I try not to forget what they are. These in this tray here are Sarpo Blue Danube. These are Sarpo Axona. Under here we've got that's a good question, isn't it? I don't know whether that's the name of it. Cliffley, is it? I don't know. Yeah, it must be, mustn't it? 1.5. These are my Sarpo Mira. And then oh, I've already shown you those. Oh, and these are Aaron Pilot, what I've got over here. So that's all, basically all of this year's potatoes, what I'm growing. There's quite a few. I think there's 120 potatoes. So we're hoping to keep us going for a few months, you know. So that's the plan. Yeah, so that's all exciting. I don't know whether we can see through the window into the garden, but I'll give it a go. So there isn't a lot happening on this side. You can see we've got the old daffodil coming out over there. It's looking nice under the apple tree. That's looking pretty. But the main flowers are over here on that bed. And we've got the hellebora, we've got daffodils, we've got pansies, polyanthus. We've got everything coming out there. And on these pots down here, you can see that all the tulips are starting to come up as well. They were the ones what we had in last year. They remained in. I just topped the soil up for the summer bedding plants, and so they've basically had the same soil in there for 2 years. So that's looking really good. You can see that my mum's been spoilt. She's had lots of flowers for Mother's Day. Well, Dad and I have bought her. That's orchid. And let's see, really need to get close up, but the camellia, just look at that. It's out in flower, plenty of buds. It's going to look really beautiful when it's fully out. So that's a quick little update for this morning. Probably won't get up the allotment because we're going out for a meal. But I've got some breaking news, folks. We're having hens. I've ordered the coop and the enclosure and all the accessories. They're coming next week. So in a few weeks' time, there'll be more videos on the chicken front. I'm going to film it all the way through, from when from the setting up, through what I've purchased, all the way through to regular updates on the actual hens, and you can follow me through with that. Thanks for watching. Oh folks, breakfast was lovely. I've got a full belly. Bacon and sausage in cups. We didn't have the full works, but it was still really nice. Cooked in my shed. Right, let's take you outside. And I've started marking out the area where my chicken pen is going to be. And basically where these canes are, from this cane here all the way across to that fence is where the actual enclosure is going to be. Hence I've started taking out the border, taking out the plants, the daffodils, and the actual coop part's going to be on the other side of that fence. Now obviously the fence is coming out of that bit there. So yeah, so work is underway. Hopefully within a fortnight this area, it will all be done. That's the plan, that's what I'm working on anyway. So if I step back now, you can imagine that the door of the chicken enclosure is going to be here, so you walk in there. So if I step back, so out of my area, it just gives you a better idea. So that's where it's going to be, where just there, that's the edge. It's not going to interfere with the picnic table. The rest around here I am going to, because you can see it's getting very muddy, I'm actually going to wood chip this. So this whole area is going to be done. So basically I'm going to have no grass cutting, lawn cutting on my plot, which is going to save a couple of hours a week maybe. But I'm still going to have a nice area here where we can have our well, I've got the barbecue. I've got a barbecue charcoal one just on the corner. I'll have that down in this area here. Well, no, maybe, I don't know. May have to move things around. We'll see. But I've got the barbecue in the shed as well, so a gas one. So we'll see. I might actually find another spot for the charcoal barbecue. I might have it up near the other sit-down area. We'll see. You know, just got to be careful with any flying embers and that. We don't want it going into the tunnels. So we'll see about that. I never thought about that before, but it's something you have to think about now. So yeah, folks, it's all happening. Let's take you into the big tunnel. I've got a guest helping me out today. Oh, you can see I've got a couple of bags of Jack's Magic being dropped off. But look what we've got in here. We've got Shrina. There we are. Give us a smile, Shrina. Shrina's my assistant today, and she's been helping me pull out the I didn't show you that. I'll show you in a minute. She's been doing some work outside, and what she's been doing is she's just been filling up these pots for me, and we've been transplanting some of the lupins, what I've just dug up out of that sit down area where the new chicken pens can be. So yeah, so she's busy there. She likes to have half hour getting her hands mucky and breathing in the country air and listening to the cockerels. It's a bit different to the city life, isn't it? With all the hustle and bustle and all the smells of diesel and petrol and screaming kids and what have you. So there you are, folks. So that's what I've been on. Let me just take you out and show you what I like to utilise things. So what I've done on that sit down area, I've took out all these edging, log edgings, and I thought if I stick them along the fence here, because I'm going to chicken wire this in, but it's going to be done from the other side. It just means that when I add a few more wood chippings along here, they're not going to go into Graham's side of the plot. So just keeps things that looking that bit more tidier. I know it's a bit screw with, folks, but you know, we are an allotment, we're not a garden, so it's better than nothing. So that's it, folks. That's what we've been getting on with. Not a lot to say. It's all going to start happening. I keep saying it. I'm running a bit later than normal, but we've got coolish weather. It's only about 3 degrees, and you know, so it's. Oh, I know what. While we're at it, let me just show you how the seeds are going in the polytunnel. Right, so what you're looking at here is all the antirrhinums, snapdragons. Look at them, hundreds of them. They're all growing lovely. We'll stick that on. And look at these, the calendula. Look at those, eh? Not bad, eh? And we've got over here, we've got sweet peas coming through. We've also got some sweet peas. Well, we did have some sweet peas in here, but the slugs have had them. And a lot of these perennials and that, I'm going to have a good sort out, and I'll throw some and pot some on into bigger pots, and you know, they need some tender loving care, but a lot of them will get chucked away. That's it then. Sharina's asking for instructions, so I'm going to leave you to it. Thanks for watching.